G'day guys, you're back with MiracleMAX. I don't know where you are, but where I am, it's pretty damn cold at the moment. Check out what the Bureau of Meteorology has to say. So to say it's a little bit fresh is a bit of an understatement. Check it out. At the moment it's 5.3 degrees. That's okay, but check out the feels like 0.2 of a degree. And I can tell you that much, it does feel that way. I've got an old crusty heater that's working in the workshop. I picked up off the side of the road, got it up and running. That gives me a little bit of warmth, but hey, still pretty cold. Brrr. So without further ado, let's get into today's job, and that is replacing a cabin filter in a Mazda 626 2002 model with a 2-litre engine in it. It's also automatic. Will that make a difference? I don't think so. So where's the cabin filter located and how do you replace it? These guys are a little bit different from normal. They're in fact a 2-part filter. They stack one on top of the other. And let's see where they're located. If we cruise on down below the glove box, not behind the glove box this time, but if we cruise in behind the glove box area, you can see that this little panel here is the thing that needs to be undone. There's a nut over here, looks like a 10mm, that needs to be undone so that this bracket or this cover can come down. We've now got that nut off and we can drop down this little door. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Fame, fortune and wonderful prizes. Ew, I don't think so. That's pretty disgusting, hey? All right, let's pull these filters out and have a look at them. There's sort of like a little leg that hangs down here, so you can grab a hold of those and pull the thing down. This is going to be pretty messy, folks. All right, there we go. Let's back up a little bit so you can get the full extent of the damage done. Very attractive. Now the beauty of these is that they're in fact, they can come down like that, I believe. It's just getting caught on the floor mat there, but if I wiggle further, like a DOS, it comes down. So as you can see, that's the first filter that comes out, and it goes like that with those pins at the bottom, and you can see the air direction is going that way. So we'll put it back in that way as well. But of course there's another filter in there. That's the hard part, trying to get that filter to come back this way, I believe, and then pulling it down like the other one. We'll just get that out the road for a start. Let's see if we can locate that other one. As you can see, there's a little pin over here, and you just drag it back this way. Draggage, draggage, come on fella. Oh, it's just jammed full of leaves and stuff, I assume. There we go, and that fella should come down just like the other one. The mat itself is actually quite thick and it's making it a little bit harder to pull this filter out, but I'm going to leave it that way because it's going to make the cleanup so much easier. Check out what's come out. Pretty gross, hey? So let's pull this other fella out. We'll give him wigglage and try and get it down. Out she comes, which is good. All right, so that's job's done there. I should really get some compressed air in here and blow it out because no doubt there's still going to be some leaves, etc. shoved in this little compartment. We want to make sure that it's all clean before we stick in a new filter. Otherwise you're just going to block it up and make it its life expectancy a lot shorter. While you're at it, it's not a bad idea to clean out the scuttle panel. That's this bloke across here. You can see there's quite a few leaves and debris shoved in there. Let's cruise across to the driver's side. And that is looking very average over there. So we need to get our compressed air out while we're doing the inside, clean up this scuttle panel, because a lot of this area is where the air comes into our ducting that goes inside. So the cleaner that is, the cleaner our cabin filter will be in the long run. Before you get all excited with using your compressed air, it's a good idea just to grab all those leaves. Makes the job easier, a bit of a clean-up, a little bit easier as well. You don't have leaves flying around the workshop, making a bit of a mess to all your tools and toolkit and all that sort of gizmo. So yeah, just clean it up as best as you can. Of course, the other side needs to be done as well. Now we can blow it off with a bit of compressed air. I also use a rag over the top just to try and stop all the stuff from flying around. Sometimes it's successful, other times not so much. Let's give it a try. Over you go, guys. Okay, let's go to the other side. Same principle applies. Let's get rid of some of these bigger leaves so that they don't cruise around the workshop. And now we fill up our cheeks and give it a bit of compressed air. And just for the sake of it, I'm going to blow out the cavity in there where the filter goes. If you don't have compressed air, one thing you could do is pull out the cabin filter, then turn on your fan, your heater fan of course. That'll blow out a lot of the leaves as well. Maybe not that much though, hey? So check out how much I was able to get out with a bit of compressed air, and of course a lot of it just fell out. When I turned on the heater fan, more came out. So yeah, she was pretty chockers, hey? Definitely time to replace the cabin filter. Well, the filters themselves were definitely full. Check it out. A lot of leaves, etc. But of course there's fur and all sorts of things. The owner of this car has a dog. Not that they keep it in the back very often, but just for transportation, I guess. But yes, there's well, seeds and all sorts of wobbegongs in there. So yes, definitely time to be replaced. Nice. The important side is relatively clean, which is good because that stops all that sort of stuff, all the gunky goos coming through and affecting your lungs. So without these cabin filters, that there would be inside your lungs, which is not very healthy, hey? Not a sponsor, but the Westfield number is WACF 0038 or RCA 102P. I thought you might be interested. Well, perhaps I was wrong. Doesn't matter. That's the part number. I don't know how well you can see it, but there is the heater core. And the fan is over that direction. That away. So therefore, that's the flow. The heater fan pulls it through. So the arrow needs to go that direction there. Now that all the debris has mostly gone on that mat there, I'm going to remove the mat because, as I said, it was quite thick and a bit hard to get the cabin filter around the corner. So I'll get that out for now. Of course, I'm going to give it a good clean up, maybe even a quick vacuum. That's how bad it is. It's really disgusting. I can't leave it like that and give it back to the customer. So I'll get rid of that mat first before we start to put those new filters in. As mentioned, there's the flow symbol. It's going down in this case. And we need to turn it that way because the flow is going that way toward the fan. So let's kick that fella in to place and hopefully it goes in schneise. Bit easier without the mat in, I reckon. Come on fella, in you go. Give him a wiggle and a jiggle there, Max. Yeah, yeah, just got caught in the edge. And now, once it's up in there, we need to slide it forward. I said we need to slide it forward. Why is it not sliding forward? Ah, there we go. Just got caught on the edge there once again. So on the side here, these are two individual panels with like a hinge in the middle. So you simply fold it like that to push it in. And then you've got your female side over here, which slides into the blade. And then as it goes in, you can straighten this up and lock it into place and job will be done. I did not know that before. I have learnt something today. Look at that. That is so much easier. In theory. Perfect, mate, perfect. Next is our little trapdoor, and you can see these little holes here and here. That is where those little legs go into. So there's, not sure if you can see it, but there's two little locators, one here and one over here, and that's where these two guys go in. We just pop them into place. Here's my theory. Oh, beautiful, look at that. Next the nut goes on. Correct tension is about 1/8 of an ugger-dugger, I believe. There we go. Now, of course, I can't leave it like that. That's just not good practice. It's not professional. So I'm going to get a little vacuum cleaner, quickly give it a going over so that the customer is happy with the work that I've done. Well, that took me all of like 2 minutes or so just to vacuum that up and clean it up a little bit, and I'm sure that looks way more professional than if I'd left all those leaves, etc. there. So there you go guys, a cabin filter replacement on a Mazda 626 2002 model with a 2-litre engine in it. You can add this to your playlist so you have a good selection of videos next time you replace a cabin filter. I hope you got benefit from this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, give it a like, feel free to comment down below. I've got more work to do on this little Mazda, so guys, I will leave you with it. Until next time, this is MiracleMAX signing off. I will catch you later.